Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. So the other day I made a community post asking you a question. What are some of the things you hate or dislike about Mythra in Smash Ultimate? Could be design, personality, gameplay specifics, etc. Give me all the juicy details. And all the juicy details I definitely got. There's so many. There's like 23 comments here, and I didn't expect to get that because the community tab is kind of broken. Whether people see your post or not, it's kind of random. So I didn't have a lot of faith, but apparently some of you guys came through and there's a lot of interesting comments here. So I thought, why don't we just look at these and have some healthy, fun discussion and just have a good time. So if you end up enjoying this video, leave a like and a comment and stuff. Comments especially help videos get off the ground. So if there's anything you want to say, then please do it. I would appreciate it like so much. With that said though, let's get into some of these comments. Okay, I want to start with this comment because it's actually really good. I just want to say that I actually have a document myself where I've written down stuff I have with issues I have with Mythra. So you guys aren't alone here. I just, you know, I'll fill in some stuff here and there, and drop in my own opinions here and there. But yeah, anyway. In Smash, Foresight is definitely busted. Her frame data and speed makes her an incredibly forgiving character that has extremely skewed risk-reward, which isn't very cool for someone with massive hitboxes, which makes her hard to punish despite having decent lag. Yes. Very much yes. This is something I've written down as well. Mythra's risk-reward makes her incredibly not fun to play against, but it also, for me, doesn't make it very fun to play either, because I basically get rewarding for doing nothing and it's not satisfying at all, actually. 100% serious. Like, not only that, but if I whiff an attack or whiff a punish or anything, I won't get punished by the other player because they can't. Mythra's frame data is just that fast. Like, the numbers are just so low. You can miss a force match and you still have time to get out of the way, or, God forbid, spot out a roll right afterwards to get a Foresight going. It's just, yeah, no, I disagree. It's not fun. That's also a gripe I have. Despite playing the character, I don't always have that much fun, but yeah, there's more to this comment, but there was this part I really wanted to have a look at, is all. This person says, I kind of have the same problem with Pyra as I did with Corn in Smash 4. A bit too much of an all-rounder, she's good at everything, with too many saved options, and yes, I agree. I agree with that. If you're playing Pyra and Mythra in tandem, then you basically don't have any problems. You can cover whatever you want, you can... Yeah, you basically have all the options available, which is... Probably the part that makes them hard to play is that you have to switch and learn two characters at the same time. But yeah, no, I agree. It's more... Yeah, all-rounder. Obviously, everybody knows that their only real issue, only real weakness is offstage. They're surprisingly easy to edgeguard if you're brave enough, I would say. So that's like their only real problem, only real weakness across the board, to both of them. But I would say that Mythra has even less weaknesses than Pyra, because Pyra is at least slow and has startup on her moves and end lag on her moves, and yeah, it just makes you have to plan out your moves a lot more. But with Mythra you can always almost mash buttons and you're safe, and it's it's just, it's a thing. It's a whole deal. But yeah, like with Mythra, you can pretty much do anything you want. You have juggle game, you have combo game, you have an insane advantage state. With Foresight, your disadvantage doesn't really exist if you know how to use it. So it's yeah, I get it. I totally get it. It's a whole lot. I don't really have I don't have anything to discuss with this comment, I just think it's really sweet. Nothing. I don't have anything in mind, honestly. No hate. Why hate? No dislike. Her power flows as one with Pyra's, and she created Pyra, so it doesn't bother me. Not anymore. I like both of them. Thank you. We need more people like you in the world. Then we have this comment. Foresight. Lack of end lag on moves that should definitely have it. Her neutral B is an abomination for several reasons. Fastest initial dash in the game. Wins neutral basically for free. Chic-like combos with swordy range. Her ability to transform into Pyra I will not get into. Thank you. For the sake of this video, thank you for not touching on that. Foresight is, you know what? People rack on Foresight a lot, but I think as someone who plays this character, Foresight is definitely a bit of a circus. Because I feel like half the time it helps me, and half the time it screws me over in some way. So it's just, I don't know. I find it funny more than anything else. Lack of end lag on moves that should definitely have it. Yeah, I agree. Mythra's frame data is just insane. You base this little startup on everything, little end lag on everything, and even if, as I said earlier, but even if she whiffs something, you probably can't punish her because her frame data is just that good. It's just, yeah, she needed more, but I get it. Her whole shtick is speed, so whatever. Her neutral B is an abomination for several reasons. Lightning Buster is one of my favorite moves in the game. It's to use. It's so freaking funny. Like, it just has a lot of nuance because it's very. You can use it for a lot of things. It's like, yeah, I know it has iframes. I know it hits behind her on the first slash. I know you can combo into it and all that jazz, but honestly, I love using it for tech chasing and platform tech chasing. It's really fun. I don't know, I just have a lot of fun with it. But I do see why people think it's a problem. Fast initial dash in the game? Yeah, she sure does. Am I the only one to feel like that? Okay, like might be, I don't know if it's a hot take or not, but I feel like whenever I dash with Mythra, I feel so vulnerable, you know? Like, yeah, her dash is fast, but I feel like I commit when I dash with her, so therefore I don't do it as much. Does it make sense? I don't know. You tell me. Wins neutral basically for free. Yes, she does. I think I touched on it before, but like you can essentially hold forward and press A and you'll just win neutral by accident. It's very much true. Mythra can just mash on you and she'll probably win neutral. She collect combos with swordy range. Yes. That's just it. Yeah, she's essentially Sheik with a sword. But better. At least in terms of frame data, she's insane. Another one, this is another one that I just think is sweet. I don't actually have anything to discuss here. I just think it's very, very sweet. I mean, I secondary or main them and I like them just the way they are. A part of me wishes they weren't as broken so people would probably not hate them. I can see why people hate them, but at the same time, I don't really like people hating on them. Yes, absolutely true. I think whatever game you're playing, dealing with character hate is really draining and exhausting and tiring and boring, for one. But as someone who played Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in 2018, I've been dealing with Pyra and Mythra character hate ever since then. People just hate this character for no reason. There are plenty of reasons, I get it. People love to hate, but it's really tiring to deal with and I don't like it. Yeah. This one is also kind of in the same deal. It's very sweet, but it has some things I would like to talk about here. To be honest, I don't dislike Mythra in Smash. My problems with her are from the original game. Though the one thing I dislike about her is that she overshadows Pyra, and I hate it when people disregard Pyra and just praise Mythra. Yeah, I mean, you probably know which character I'm more partial to. But yeah, like I definitely agree. For those who don't know, Mythra in Xenoblade 2, when you switch to her, she gives you a ton of avoid, a ton of hit. She gives, accuracy. It's called accuracy. She gives you a lot of evasion, a lot of accuracy, and she gives Rex a lot of crit, among other things. And whenever you switch to Mythra, basically your life becomes way easier, no matter what you're doing. I really do think that once you get Mythra, there's not really any point of using Pyra that much anymore, which I think is really sad. But, yeah. It's kind of the case in Smash Ultimate as well. She really much overshadows Pyra, sorry. Because Pyra has a lot more weaknesses than Mythra does. And you have to work a lot harder to win neutral and all that stuff. I mean, obviously you don't have to work as hard to getting the kills, but that's neither here or there. But yeah, I think Mythra just doesn't have as many weaknesses, and therefore she just does better, and you know, she just overshadows Pyra, and I think it's sad. Still think people sleep on Pyra a lot. She's like so freaking good. I don't see why people think she's a mid tier. She's definitely not. She just has so many good tools, and I think she belongs in high tier alongside even. Remember when Bilo, like people thought Bilo was mid tier? I think Pyra is in the same boat right now, and they're just gonna realize that, man, this character is kind of good, huh? But yeah, that's all I wanted to say on that. Alright, there's one more comment I want to talk about here. It would have to be Foresight for sure. Let's give a sword character Bayo's Bat Within. That's surely not going to be strong at all. And yet, when I activate it, it's 99% of the time an accident and I don't have a follow-up prepared. So I just F-smash, which is equally dumb. Hey, you know this basic combo that works on other characters? Yeah, it doesn't work on me. You get bonked for trying it. Yeah, I definitely agree. Foresight is basically a better Bats Within, except if you get it in a bad spot, you're extra dead. But yeah, I don't think Bayo died for getting Bats Within off stage, did she? Because her recovery was just so broken. But if Mythra gets a Foresight off stage with air dodge, you're kinda just dead. So there's that. And I also will agree that 99% of the time when I activate it, it's just an accident, because I either just wanted to spot dodge something or roll away, and suddenly I'm foresighted something and I'm not prepared to actually follow up on that, even though the game gave me more time. But I'm still not ready. So yeah, I think that it's definitely something that's kind of annoying to deal with, either as Mythra or against. It's definitely easier to do when you play the character more, but a lot of the time it feels kind of accidental. Like, using Foresight on projectiles is definitely intentional, at least for me. It's easier to react to. You can just spot out a roll and you get a punish on the in-zoner, which is, you know, that's nice. Also, there's another extra reply to this one by the same person. And this one I so agree with. And then another thing, that said sword is either a Wet Noodle or a super heavy axe with Pyra, nothing in between. And yeah, dude, I very much agree with this. It's so funny, actually. This one is also in my notes. Hitting people with Mythra, it's like just waving around the Wet Noodle, and it doesn't feel satisfying at all. It's so annoying, actually. Like, I think out of all the moves Mythra has, I think only Forward Smash and Up B for me feel like actually satisfying to land. Everything else is just moves that don't have any impact. And for me, that is really unsatisfying as hell, I will say. Granted, you have the other side of the spectrum where Pyra has a lot of hits done, a lot of oomph, a lot of impact, and it just feels satisfying to land these moves, and I love that. Like, Pyra kind of feels like Brawl Ike. Just everything you do has so much power behind it. You know, I think that's legit why I enjoy her so much. She just feels like Brawl Ike. I think that's literally it. I think I cracked the code. But yeah, no, it's just really satisfying. And that's why I really enjoy playing Pyra more, because, you know, every hit feels like it's significant. It feels so good to hit. It's very, very good. But yeah, no, I definitely agree. Mythra doesn't... Her hits just feel like a Wet Noodle, and it's just not fun or satisfying. And this is why I could never play characters like Sheik or Fox or stuff like that, you know? Maybe not Fox. Fox has a lot of satisfying moves. I'll take that back, but you get the point. Okay, the last one I wanted to talk about is... This person says, Hurtbox Shifting on almost every move. It makes it annoying as fuck to punish out of shield with aerials. Yeah, I don't have any rebuttal or comeback for this. It's just true. It's really true. But it is, as I said before in a different video, that if you are struggling with Hurtbox Shifting against Pyra Mythra, you just have to A. Find counterplay, B. Be patient and wait for the next thing they'll do, because Pyra and Mythra will more often than not try to hit your shield more than once. So yeah, that's all I gotta say for that, but yeah. It's just funny. It's really just funny. And I think that's going to be the end of this video. I think those were all the more interesting comments I wanted to take a look at and talk about and discuss a bit. And I think maybe we have gotten to the bottom of why people don't like playing against this character. I do agree with a lot of people have to say. I really do. But I think my issues basically boil down to that all of our attacks are wet noodles. They're not satisfying to hit or anything like that. She wins neutral for free, or it's very easy to do at the very least, and that's also not particularly satisfying. She's a rushdown character, which I definitely don't like. I've gone over this in the past. This is why I brought Pichu. I am not a fan of rushdown characters at all. I prefer to take my time, you know, throw out the big disjoints and just keep people out. It's fun for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But I hope you liked this video. It was a bit of different dive, different vibes, different jives, you know. And yeah, if you liked it, leave a like in the comments. Comments especially help. Subscribe if you really liked it, I guess. And I'll see you in the next video.